My name is Deputy Commander Kyle Hartsock. It's Hartsock. I'm in the Criminal Investigative Division of the Albuquerque Police Department. Last night at about 9:45 p.m., officers were dispatched to the Ojos Locos restaurant and bar here near Louisiana and I-40 in reference to shots being fired and someone injured. The investigation has showed that an altercation started near the exit of the restaurant. Gunfire came from at least one person. Right now we believe only one person fired a gun last night. The firing of that weapon did take the life of 30-year-old Lawrence Anzutis and injured 3 others. The 3 others that were injured all have non-life-threatening injuries. I'm not sure if they're still in the hospital or released at this point. Detectives have been working non-stop since around 10 p.m. last night to obtain surveillance video, interview witnesses, piece things together of exactly what happened, and we're still in a very early stage of that part of the investigation. Anyone that was in the restaurant at all last night is encouraged to get a hold of us. You can contact Crime Stoppers or just contact the Albuquerque Police Department and state that you were here last night. You might have information that could help this investigation. If anyone knows the person that committed this senseless act of violence, we also encourage you to reach out to us. Any small piece of information can help and be the difference in turning this into an arrestable and prosecutable case so that the family and friends of Lawrence can get the justice they deserve. From what I understand, the young man was well known, was a good, awesome individual from a good family here in Albuquerque. I understand he was a boxer. He's going to be missed by a lot of people, and right now we're going to focus on trying to make that right the best we can. Our victim advocate manager, Terry Huertas, is already reaching out to all of the victims of last night's violence, including the family of Mr. Anzutis, as well as all the other individuals that were injured. We're working with CVRC to make sure that counseling services are provided and any financial help for certain things, if it comes up as a part of this unplanned for travesty, is taken care of. Again, if you were a victim last night and possibly not identified at this point, come forward to us so we can help and we can put you in touch with the services that can help you become whole again. Any questions?
Can you talk more about, you said that there was a fight, and was it a physical altercation, was it like verbal, and they pulled out a gun? Or
We're still trying to understand exactly what happened, and there's video footage that we still need to go through, and even just knowing who witnessed what, we're not at a point yet to confidently say. We know this incident happened at the doorway though of the restaurant, and it was some kind of altercation. We're not sure if it was a fist fight, physical, or if it just went right to guns. We're going to try to determine that.
Do you know if it was at the doorway inside or on the outside part where the shooting actually happened?
It's unclear.
It's unclear. So
yeah, right now.
Area.
We know it was at that general part of the restaurant, inside, outside.
And then the 3 others that were injured, all from gunfire?
Those are injured from gunfire. Yes.
Were they all with Lawrence? Were they? I just want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. Were they all like meeting in there together, and then they went outside, and that's where it happened?
I don't know if they were with Lawrence. I know at least one of them is an employee of the restaurant.
One of the injured is an employee?
At least one of the injured is an employee of the restaurant, yes.
Do you have a description of the shooter?
Nothing to release right now. Because of the kind of chaos of the scene, we're trying to confirm descriptions and vehicles before we release anything prematurely.
Do you know, was anyone else armed aside from the gunman?
No, not that we know of. We know security was on scene at the restaurant. I'm not sure if they were armed or not, but the restaurant had private security here last night.
So can you tell us more about the employee who was injured? Was that somebody with security or?
My understanding, it was a wait staff.
Mm-hmm. Waiter, waitress, or?
I don't know the gender, but I believe it was a waiter or a waitress.
Can you talk more about the injured? Were they male, female? Details about people who were injured?
I don't even know all the genders right now to confirm with you, and I don't want to misspeak on that. Sorry.
You know, this is a really popular bar and restaurant. Do you know like how many people were inside at the time, and can you speak about the level of how dangerous this was when somebody pulls out a gun in a crowded restaurant like this?
Yeah, so we don't know how many people were inside, which is why we're asking. We know there might have been more inside and they left prior to police getting here, which is an understandable response. But now that they've had a night to sleep on it, we want them to come and talk to us. So we don't know exactly how filled up it was. But bringing a gun and alcohol into any crowded situation is always just a terrible, terrible idea. And that's what we see last night, right? An altercation is bad enough, just yelling and screaming and physical fighting. The second somebody introduced a gun to this, it completely changed the dynamic, and that's why we're dealing with this level of travesty right now.
Crime Stoppers?
Please contact Crime Stoppers. They can contact the Albuquerque Police Department in any way with information, and it will get routed to the homicide detectives working on this case nonstop.
Is there a reward out yet? Do you know?
Crime Stoppers always has a potential of reward. I don't think there's anything supplemental besides what they normally offer right now at the beginning.